Today's video, I'm going to be talking about an action that you can take once you decide to go forward in your micro niche. As I mentioned in the day 2 video in this module, one of the things that you can do straight away is to start posting on your WordPress Direct blog against a wider range of related keywords in your micro niche. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Market Samurai and your Google Analytics account to find those keywords. So let's jump straight in to Market Samurai. Way back in Module 1, when we showed you the keyword research process using Market Samurai, our goal at that time was to identify candidate, category and theme keywords which meet the sort of criteria that we suggest in the challenge. And those, of course, are a SEO traffic number of 80, phrase to broad branch traffic ratio of 15, and SEO competition filter of 30,000. At this stage of the challenge, now that you've decided to go forward in your niche and you've tested that niche based on those higher traffic keywords, we now want to use Market Samurai to reveal some additional relevant keywords within the niche that may not meet the traffic criteria that we applied in Module 1, but that still have sufficient traffic to justify making a post or preparing some content to publish onto your site. This is the so-called low-hanging fruit or long-tail keywords within your niche. Now that you've got a site that's ranking in the search engines, having posted on your site for these lower traffic keywords, which usually have lesser competition, you should be able to rank for those very quickly and start to receive traffic for those additional keywords quite quickly as well. So how would we find those keywords? Well, it's really quite simple. All you need to do is to reduce the SEO filter to a lower number, and I suggest that you use either 10 or 20. Let's try 10. You see, at the moment in the vintage electric guitar niche, we've only got 10 active keywords that meet the main criteria, but as soon as we reduce the filter to 10, we've now got 30 keywords. Now if I click on any of these column headers in Market Samurai, it will do a sort on that column header, and here I'm doing a reverse sort based on the competition number. And you can see we've now got keywords here on the left which in some cases have less than 80 searches a day traffic, but also very low competition. So if we were to post on our blog for some of these keywords, we might expect to rank for those quite easily, and we would receive some traffic, not as much as the category level keywords for those keywords. Vintage guitar dealers here, this is an interesting one, 24 searches a day, only 5,000 competing pages. Classical electric guitar, 49 searches a day, 5,800 SEOC. So this is how we would use Market Samurai to reveal additional relevant keywords within our micro niche that we can post on going forward as we attempt to broaden out the keyword focus of our existing site within that niche to attract more traffic. Now, another method for finding additional keywords to post onto your site is to use your Google Analytics account. Okay, so I've logged into the Google Analytics account for the Vintage Electric Guitar blog here, and to find the keyword data that I'm referring to, you click on the Traffic Sources tab on the left hand side, and then click on Sources, and then click on Organic. And then if we scroll down here, we start to see some keyword information. Now the default display is for 10 keywords. We can select one of these other options, and then a much larger list of keywords is made available to us. Alright, so the principle that we're trying to explore here is that these keywords represent searches in search engines, principally Google, that have resulted in a visit traffic to the Vintage Electric Guitar blog. So this is a keyword that somebody was searching for. They found the Vintage Electric Guitar blog in the search engine results pages, and then they clicked on that and clicked through to the site. So what one can assume that if Google is already sending you traffic for a particular keyword, but you haven't particularly optimized for that keyword on your site, you haven't created a piece of content that's been specifically optimized, then if you were to do that, let's say if you were to publish an article on a keyword that Google's already sending you traffic for, it stands to reason that Google will likely rank your site higher for that key phrase because you're now properly better optimized. And if you rank higher, then the likelihood is that you're going to receive more traffic. And of course, this is an iterative exercise. As your site grows, you're going to receive traffic for a wider and wider range of keywords. Some of those keywords you'll be optimized for, some of them you won't. And if you do start optimizing for some of those keywords, you'll get higher rankings and more traffic. Just having a look at some of the examples here. Obviously, several of these keywords that we are receiving traffic for, we are properly optimized, like vintage electric guitar and vintage electric guitars and so forth. But there are some other keywords like vintage electric guitar prices. We don't have a specific post on the site or article on the site for that phrase, yet we are receiving some traffic. So it's in our interest to possibly write a post over time on that keyword and build some off-page authority, some links, then we'll probably rank higher and we'll get even more traffic for that phrase than we're currently getting. So, along with using the long tail sort of keyword research option in Market Samurai, and by continuously exploring the keyword data in your Google Analytics account, these should give you plenty of options going forward for publishing more and more content on your site and ultimately targeting a much wider range of keywords that are related to your niche. All right, well that covers the subject of finding additional keywords using Market Samurai and Google Analytics. This is my last video for the challenge. I do want to thank you all for participating in the program with us. I hope you appreciated and learnt from the information we provided. It was certainly a pleasure to be able to record this content and bring it to you. I do want to wish you the best of luck in your internet marketing activities going forward into the future.